Good day to you. This is Creeps, and I'm back with Fallen. I don't know what else you expect from me. I've been doing Fallen for a while now. If I suddenly stopped doing Fallen, you'd probably be more concerned than anything. Oh dear. Either way, we've just went through the entirety of Pirate Seas. By that I mean we went through the last 5 levels last time, and the Omega level, which was pretty cool. This time, we also got this quest unlocked, which I'm not doing. Maybe I can do it as a stream. Like, maybe I could in the future do a stream with, like, doing this and the Bowling Bub quest and Nightcast all at once. Might be interesting. I don't know. All this stuff. Not important. We're here truly for Dark Ages, and so we shall head on Dark Ages, shall we? I don't remember Dark Ages being particularly good. I don't like Dark Ages very much in general, but I don't know. I don't remember Dark Ages very well. I know that there's been a lot of changes to it. But we have got levels to do, so let's get them done, shall we? Dialogue time. Very interesting. As it is DA. Oh, look, Suntrim's preset. Should I have mentioned Suntrim's preset here? Maybe. I don't know. I think it's 50-50. I'm just gonna go with, like, Bonk Choi and Tolnut. There's no need to go be fancier. While the collection of plants is growing, I don't see the plant use most of it, so I don't care about most of the plants here. Either way, this is going to be Nightfallen. Badum Tish. Anyways, I've got a level to beat, so might give me a bit. I just realised, why did they reintroduce the grades in the dialogue here? The entire point of the Fallen is meant to be taking place after PUD2, right? So why do they feel the need to reintroduce grades that way? Huh. That is incredibly weird now that I think about it. Oh well. Okay, final wave, and it's already gone, basically. This level's been, like, really easy. I feel like it's even easier than average for these X1 levels, to be honest. It's weird, I don't know. I might because I'm running, like, triple instances or something, to be frank, but I don't know, just feels weirdly easy. Anyways, Sunstream activated, let's go and see what this thing does, I guess. Quickly check the almanac just to double check its stats because I'm curious about something. Never mind! More dialogue! Yay. Okay, so do they exist? So they're introducing necromancy again as well. Anyways, I'm gonna quickly double check Sunshroom. Because Sunshroom just seems weirdly effective. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, I'm assuming this is available. Yeah, that's also available during day and night as well. It's like the outverse thing. Wait, don't click. Oh dear. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so this is the thing. When you look at the stats between these two, Sunstream seems better. And even at like day, it seems like a lot better and a lot more spammable. I mean, not really spammable. It has the same recharge, but it's incredibly cost efficient, isn't it? I mean, I guess, like, ramping exists, but even then, you can go with this, can't you? Even this seems, like, horribly inefficient now. Like, I don't know, this seems, like, really powerful. Like, especially Sunshine plus Sunflower seems like an incredibly powerful combo here. There's nothing stopping it from happening. Oh, well. I may as well quickly check out the map while we're here. They usually look good. Hey, look how brilliant it looks. These walls are in so high quality. They don't look out of place at all. And it keeps going. Okay. I'm guessing these are the unused levels, maybe. I'm willing to accept that. But why is this the only one that has like a cutoff point? And why is this like so far ahead anyways? Well, that's really interesting. Anyways. We actually only get Puff Shroom and Sun Shroom in this part of the world, so that's interesting. Anyways, moving on to 5-2. Okay, so... Vegan's here. Vegan. I mean, it's technically vegan. Poncho's here. Okay. Maybe I can... Yeah, I think if I look at it, like, all these plants have, like, weird seed packer requirements, don't they? Anyways. The plants I'm gonna go for here, what can I use? Walls probably seem like really effective. I go for Spike Rock. I don't really use Spike Rock at all last time. I do like Spike Rock quite a bit. It's genuinely my I think it's just an interesting plant to use in general. I guess I can go for Pokemon. For the objective, it is a Grave Spawn intro, so I can probably get away with just Spike Rock, really. If I just, like, place my defenses closely. You know, like, two columns of Sun Shrooms, one column of Snow Pea, one column of Tallnut, and then I'm set to go, right? I don't know, I'll see. See you in a bit. Actually, no, before I go properly, I just want to note this. Sun Shrooms grow immediately when they're placed. It's probably because I just don't like the look of the normal Sun Shroom. But you can actually just, like, set it so that this phase here is the first phase. It's not that hard to do either. It looks a bit weird of like plant food, I guess, but in reality, it's like not very hard to do. I mean, it's a big on animators as well, don't they? They can like reanimate the stuff so it doesn't make logical sense. So why haven't they done that? They just like get Sun Shroom to grow immediately on placement. They should consider like a cool planning animation or something. That would sound about right actually. Anyways, moving on. Right now, I'm like really concerned that last wave they're gonna dump a ton of grades on these. Okay, that's just Decromancy instead. Okay, because I have nothing to stop this from these spike rocks from just going everywhere and just losing all my sun production and trying to get DPS out. This strategy is absolutely terrible idea, by the way. I can't deal with graves. Oh well. Good strats for nerds anyways. Woo! Okay, final wave. That'll be much danger. I think they only spawn graves once in this level. I guess maybe I mean, I'm like just kind of concerned that if you actually run DPS here, you may just get rid of all the graves really quickly. Maybe I'm just like not destroying the graves, but just don't respawn. Maybe, I don't know. Doesn't even matter either way. It's a Necromancy intro. It's an alright Necromancy intro. Doesn't really do anything too particularly fantastic, but, you know, it's fine. It's worse levels I've seen. Anyways, this level's done, and then I think we get, like, Puff Shroom now, or is it, like, next level we get Puff Shroom? Well, I don't need it now. Let's see. Nope. No Puff Shroom. Okay. Rip. Let's moving on to 5-3 then. More dialogue! 3 days in a row. Woo. Oh yeah, Jest has changed. Here's a fun fact. I'm pretty sure this change literally only applies to one plant in the game so far. Like, 1 or 2. It's not a very relevant change. Oh well. Basically, the way Jesters work, if you can catch what they said there, Jesters will basically no longer reflect damage from attack. No longer reflect projectiles do a decent chunk of damage. It's not necessarily the most dangerous thing. I also don't think I think they only get used like a few times anyways, like I think they only get used in like 2 levels total, so they don't really matter very much, but you know. It's just kind of interesting to note, I guess. They do have an unique ability and it's alright. But again, it really only applies to cabbage pulls, and so if you really just want to run an offensive through these levels, you just use cabbage pulls. There's no real reason not to use cabbage pulls. And frankly, Jest in general is like... Jest in general does like weirdly low damage, so you don't really need to worry about him that much. Like, you have to remember here that like, a zombie has 200 HP, while the average plant has 300. And a plant does 20 damage per hit. Plants are surprisingly tanky compared to projectiles. They don't feel like it, because zombies have like 100 DPS each. The normal ones, some of the later buffed later specials from like Z-Com and such, we did actually get buffed to do a lot more for some reason. Like I think console does like 400 for no reason. No question. No. But yeah, because of that, it's kind of aren't really as much of a threat you might think. Like I can easily just like put a pea pod in front of them and it would not be a problem. So I don't know. Something else you just might find interesting, I guess. I don't know if some people find that stuff interesting. Anyways, I should probably focus a little bit, at least pretend to, so... I'll see you in a bit. Wait, okay, so I just realized something. What's stopping me from just spamming cabbage pulls? Is there anything stopping me from spamming cabbage pulls? I want to find out. I'm incredibly confused about this stuff. No, we are parasols. Wait, where the paras... I mean, what's that from just like putting down like Stoller or something and just keeping the parasols back for like the last day or something so I can put down things there? I haven't been a parasol for a while. It's gonna be one next wave, but yeah, look. Even now, you just like hovering them, I guess. Okay, level done. This level's definitely possible without a P-pod. It's 100% very clearly possible without a P-pod. I just can't bother to do it that way. It requires effort that I'm not particularly willing to put in. Uh-oh. Well, rip. I don't care, but rip. Doesn't really do very much. Eh. Well, I just need to wait for Just to die now. Which is actually somewhat relevant. I don't know. They're just like weirdly tanky zombies. I think in general a lot of zombies in PvZ are just weirdly tanky. Like parrots are like tankier than normal zombies for no reason. And in actual vanilla, imps have the same HP as basics do. They do in PvZ1 as well, if they only don't have that amount of HP in like iZombie. Which is super weird, but you know, interesting I suppose. Anyways, God Puffshroom. Now we've got to see what happens next, I guess. Okay, there we go. Below extra 300 songs and then produces a class band. Oh, how interesting, how much I care. Because it's just fast stand, isn't it? Like, there's nothing unique to its objective. Oh, whatever. I guess I'll give like potato mine, maybe give something else. Pea shooters. Seem to be a lot of grazer. Pea shooters might be a decent way to start busting through them. My in-game DPS could be Bong Choy and Walnut. That makes sense to me. And I guess I'll go for like Squash for just general support. Wait, why is Squash a attacking plant when it's like an explosive plant? No, that makes no sense. What? That makes no sense to me either. Now, it's a collection of plants like literally just a weird mismatch of just things. Anyways, moving on, I guess. I don't know. I suppose I can talk through this one a bit. So yeah. Honestly, I guess I should probably say that for the last 2 weeks now I've been on a bit of a break. And I feel like I've got nothing done, and I'm kind of annoyed about that. I'm gonna go rant now for a bit. I just feel like I just not got enough work done on projects, because I'm still trying to work on the PvZ3 video. It's hard to work on, because I'm just not really motivated to work on it. Because I feel like I'm kind of forcing myself to make it, because I need to make something in that vein. I don't know. I have a video I may just try to stop doing super content in general. Try to do something else. I'm just not really enjoying it very much. It's just not my kind of style. I don't know. Like, I'm just not a very good scriptwriter, and I don't really have the... I don't know, like, I read scripts weirdly, I don't work well with them. I feel much more comfortable just, like, talking about random gibberish like I am now. I might try to do something else, I don't know. I like the idea of maybe trying to start, like, a serious thing where I just talk about random garbage in my mind for, like, a while playing, like, some random game nobody cares about in the background. I don't know, like, anything like the Create Mode series in that kind of vein, so I'm just doing stuff in the background relating to it. Like, put a clear goal in mind for that. Just talking random crap the entire time. I don't know. Seems like sense to me. It'd be a fun way to do things like BD6 as well. To make that more prominent, just spread out the content and such. And if you're honest though, because I'm not sure about what it'll do to, like, what people are here for, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how many people are here for me, or how many people are just here because of what I do, which is kind of why I'm iffy on whether I should do it or not. That sounds weird, but what I basically mean is that I'm not sure if the... Because I think like, a lot of people say they're here for me, but I'm not sure if they'd be watching me in the first place if I wasn't doing what I'm doing. And like, I know full well that I can't really sell myself, if that makes any sense. So like, I bet use like, you know how companies have like their names in boxes and things? Having my name in a box means literally nothing, so... Yeah, that kind of thing, you know what I mean? I literally just mean that there's no real, like... I don't have a star power, so to speak, I think is the right word, maybe. For it to really be significant as an option, because like... Listen to this random weirdo on the internet speak for 10 hours or whatever, I don't know, like probably more like 5 minutes and like a random topic he has no research on, that kind of thing. Just kinda seems irrelevant. But, I don't know. Maybe it could be fun to do just to have like something else going on. I don't know. I think people tend to enjoy. People commonly like say they like the way my voice sounds and things. So you know, seems a good way to flex the voice, I guess. I've also been kind of considering doing like a. There's something I've been wanting to do for a while, which I might try to do at some point, which is like the Peas pod or something, where it's just like I spend a while talking about like PvZ modded stuff. That could be fun. Don't know if I will do it, but I do think it'd be something I'm interested in doing. Issues that just don't. Issues that you kind of need like a second person for the most like podcasts to be truly effective at anything. Just because you kind of need like someone else there to like, you know, make it so I'm not just like talking myself the entire time. So there's like some back and forth and just making things more interesting. And I don't really talk to anybody who has a microphone in the first place, so you know. Anyways, that lane's down because the game screwed up, so... Or I screwed up, I guess. Really should be putting down, like, bonk choice. Oh well. Suck to suck. I really should be doing, like, more defense stuff here. I don't know. But yeah, no, that might be interesting too. I feel like a lot of people would probably be interested in that. Like, for Peace Pod, kind of the concept being, like, just, here's a topic for the day. Kind of thing. Like, talking about all sorts of, like, common things, like mods coming out, or just in general, like, modding stuff that's happened, and talking about people and such. Could be interesting. So, I talk about a lot of stuff in my own time anyways, to be honest, so, you know, it's nothing new. That could be interesting to do. I don't know. I feel like, in general, the way I work, a series or something where I just, like, talk, and that's the entire point, kind of works. I don't know. Like, again, people, like, tend to talk to me a lot about how my voice is good, or how I'm an interesting person, that kind of thing. So, you know, might be interesting. Probably the buff of the audio quality, though, is kind of iffy. Though, I suppose I am talking to a microphone directly instead of anything else, then it's not really much of an issue. Okay, that's interesting. Either way, the level's done, so I guess that. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in that kind of series. I just, like, want to introduce some more things to the channel at some point, because it's not very helpful just talking about the same stuff over and over again. And sometimes just having a bit more variety can just help. By the way, I plan to squash a bomb lane. Because that newspaper. Have an issue. Nailed it. Yeah, this defense wasn't very good. I could have just put on more bonk choice, being much better off, but I didn't think of that, because I'm an idiot. But yeah. Moving on, this level's done. I'm on a minigame, which I've just remembered and is not going to be fun. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of pausing. I'll say that much. See you in a bit. Oh, look, more dialogue. Okay, this will explain the game a bit. Okay, so this minigame. This minigame, I don't know why we didn't go with potions, but whatever. This minigame is awful. I don't like this minigame very much. It's also not very difficult, but, you know, that's something else. What this is, basically, is like a memory game. So you have to kind of, like, bust graves in the order the game tells you to. And it just gets annoying. Like, the way you tend to do it as well, you just, like, pause the game, so you can just, like, read and just get everything done. So, yeah. I'm not super excited. Ah, well, I guess I just have to let you watch what's going on to, like, you should understand. Because, God knows I don't. See you in a bit. The fun fact there is that I knew this meant to make a shape, so I can actually just determine what things I actually need to break there. So that makes that level a lot easier. It is lol, by the way, if you haven't noticed it. It looks really weird out of graves though, because like the bottom of it is all like linked together as well. It looks weird. I think this actually might have like different variations on it as well. So because I know I had to go like a hot last time I did this, so yeah. And it's interesting, I guess. Anyways, Great Busters here. Let's go finish this off then, because this is 5-5 and I'm glad to take a break. Oh, look, there's dialogue. Okay, cool. Okay, I should actually probably mention that before I move on, because I think it's like very important to note in context of talking about Fallen. Give me a second. Okay, so here's the thing about the 5-5. That is not a minigame that existed in Fallen. That was a minigame that existed in the level pack. Very specifically, a level pack called Time Storm, which is an interesting level pack. I'll bring up some screenshots of the screen from DT's videos if I get around to it. Basically, it's a very old level pack, but it's a fairly well-known one, mostly by default of DT working on it, playing it at the same time, roughly same time as of Eclipse coming out, which, you know, as general would have bumped his view count up a lot. Because it's Eclipse. Thing is that it kind of just like shows our main central point that I say a lot about, you know, Big Fallen and such. If it fails to be original. The fact of the matter is that they take something from like goddamn Time Storm of all things. You can kind of see the problem there. This film probably talk about a lot, maybe too much, but I think it's a relevant problem that a mod can have. I think it just is very noticeable, especially in that context. It can tell you kind of why it's just kind of don't care for Fallen very much. Like, I say this a lot, but I do think if Fallen was more unique, then maybe I wouldn't hate it nearly as much as I do. Or, not even hate it, I just don't like it. I know it seems like I hate these videos, say a lot of mods I play a lot, and to an extent, I don't think I help that very much. I think it's kind of difficult to, I think it's hard to remember sometimes when you're, like, recording, but this is, like, the first thing most people will see of this mod, so it's difficult sometimes to remember to try to keep an open mind, even though I know this mod quite well. I like the creators quite well, and all that. Anyways, probably going to be outro now, sorry for that, detour. So yeah, we've gone through 5-1 to 5-5, and we unlocked Sun Shroom, Puff Shroom, and Gravebuster along the way. How interesting. And next up we're going to get some Jalapeno and Starfruit action, which is interesting. Starfruit in general is probably going to be really strong. It's Starfruit, it's usually strong. I think like I'm doing mod it's not particularly good in is Shallow, really. And even then, it's not a bad plan, Shallow, it's just people don't find it nearly useful some of the other options available. But I can't think of anything else, actually. I mean, I guess maybe Vanilla as well, but Vanilla has such ludicrous power creep. Anyways, if you enjoyed, subscribe and like. It's all cool and all that garbage. Comment like the thing I said before in the video about the, just doing like series or just kind of random gibberish the entire time. Or maybe just like a series, it's like a podcast or something I could try to run. That'd be interesting. With that, Fistman Creeps,